And next we go to Frank, who's on the line in Toronto, Canada. Frank, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hey, how you doing, Ken?
I'm living the dream, Frank. How can I help?
I'm calling in regards to helping my wife determine what she wants to do with her life. She's struggling to figure out what career path she wants to take.
Okay. All right.
And I was wondering what type of guidance, if any.
Well, have you talked with her about the basics that I always instruct people who have no clue? They're in that early discovery phase, which is they got to know what they do best and what they love to do most. Have you sat down and talked with her about that?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so here it is. You ready? I'm going to give
I'm a pen.
Oh, I love this. He's writing notes, folks. Okay, so Frank, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to have her, and even if she doesn't want to do it, you got to really encourage her. And you're going to do the same thing I'm asking you to ask her to do. So the first thing is you want her to make a list of the things she does best. And you got to sit down with her and walk her through this like I'm walking you through this. Things that she was always good at in school. You understand what I'm saying? Subject matters.
Mm-hmm.
When she was growing up, even now, when she hears about people struggling at something that she does really well, she's like, oh, that's weird. It's so easy for me. So what has always come easy for your wife? What has she always been really good at doing? A task, a function, a subject matter, whatever. We're looking for talent. And everybody, Frank, has talent. Everybody. Even if they don't believe it, you know. And now I want her to make that list, okay? And then I want her to make another list, which is passion. So talent's the first list. Passion is the second list. And passion is, these are tasks, work, roles, functions, that when she is engaged in these things, she loves them. She gets a little extra pep in her step. I like to call it the juice. You really look forward to it. You really enjoy it when you're in the middle of it. And when you're done with it, you're kind of sad you got to stop, but you feel so fulfilled. Like time flies when you're engaged in these activities. That's the passion list. Now, I want her to make those lists, and then I want you separately to make the same list about your wife. Because if I asked you right now what your wife does really, really well, what would you say? Give me the top 2 or 3 things you think just right now. Just go. No wrong answer. Go. What is it?
She looks after others.
Okay. What else?
She's good at organizing events.
Okay. What else? Come on, man. Your wife does a lot of things well. Let's go. Come on, man. It's not about you, so let it fly.
Okay. She's a good counselor.
Good. Okay. All right. I just gave you the top 3. I made you spit out the top 3, and you just keep working on the list without the pressure of being on radio. Okay. I'm having fun with you, but that's the process. I want you to make the same list about her. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But don't tell her that. Like, she's got to do her homework on her own, and you guys come back together, and you're going to compare each other's lists. And I'm almost positive you two are going to have a great conversation because it's all positive. Like, it's her chance to see what her husband thinks is really exciting about her with passion, or you see her light up work that when she does it, you know she loves it. So she's going to feel really good, and this is a positive conversation. But what it's going to begin for you is to be able to talk about the show and what I do and blame it all on me. This guy, Ken, says that your sweet spot is at the intersection of your greatest talent, your greatest passion. So this first exercise is for you to have confidence and see, oh, well, this is what I do best, and this is what I love to do most. So how can I take the talent, the things that I do well, and use those to do work that I really love that creates results that matter to me? Does that make sense so far?
Yeah.
It's really ridiculously simple. But she needs the positivity, not an exercise where she sees herself maybe as she's never seen herself before. And then to back you up, I think you should also tell her, hey, sweetheart, I also want you to get feedback from other people who know you very well outside of me. Some truth tellers, people that won't just make her feel good. So maybe it's an old girlfriend from way back, or whatever. A teacher, a coach, whoever, a former teammate on a team or a current employer, whatever. You want somebody that can validate what you two are going to reveal to each other. And when that happens, now she can begin to work on a purpose sentence. And this is the next piece. She begins to just write down once a day and revisit it each day. I am going to use my top talents of, and she writes them out, okay, to do, and she comes up with a role or an industry, and she begins to look at it, and because she knows I really love this type of work. So you said she's really good at counseling and details. I have no idea if she wants to counsel, but she could say a purpose sentence could say, "I'm going to use my top talents of taking care of people, of being organized and counseling to work with single moms who are struggling with substance abuse." I'm just making this up. But that's where she begins to fill in that backside of the sentence on passion, which is the work that would bring her terrific joy and give her much meaning. And so she just fills it in and she looks at it. There's no pressure. And here's what happens. As you continue this process of self-discovery, then you get verification, and she'll get that verification. One day it's just going to hit her and her heart's going to open up. It's like, it's like hitting your tuning fork, just like it gets you right to your core. Oh man, that's it. That's why I'm here. And then we start asking the questions of research, which is the second stage. Discovery stage 1, stage 2 in realizing the dream is research. What do I need to learn to get qualified? Well, how much is that going to cost? And how long is that going to take? 3 basic questions that formulate a plan. And now we get to make a decision. What's the best way to make this happen?